Okay, this base is the small shooter. It's made for the solo or duo who want to get something up real quick so they can go out in PvP, but still be able to defend it online. So here are the main features. There's 1, 2, 3 ways in. Up on your 3rd floor, here are your peek downs. Peek downs here, and you can peek back down to the core. You can't go through, you can't fall through these, which is good because otherwise raiders will just, they'll just look for where your door is into core, drop down, and then just raid you from there because it's cheaper. So they can't fall through these, so they gotta raid you through doors or walls one way or another. You have a shooting floor here. You have ankle biters to keep people off of your roof. And the best part about this base is the quick hatches up and down. Say you kill somebody outside, and then you want to go grab their rockets and stash them inside before they can respawn and pick them up and raid them again. You can get up and down really fast. Like you got outside, got the rockets, and like you're already back up to peaks and shooting floor. It's probably the best part about this base. These carry on up to roof. So if you kill somebody in your roof, you can go loot them. Your shooting floor doesn't have the best peek downs outside because it's just the windows, but the roof gives you pretty good peek down angles, which is good. And then there are 3 detachable TCs, so that if somebody raids if they get this TC and break it, they can't place down their own TC because these are takeover TCs. So they can't put doors, they can't put walls and grief you. They can't seal the raid at all until they raid these. So this is going to buy you a lot more time. A lot of people won't even bother to raid these. So yeah, it's really defendable. I've defended versus 4 before in this base. In the 2x2, I know it's fast and you want to get out there and start fighting, but they're gonna door camp your door, and then they're gonna put 4C4 on the back, and then as soon as it opens, they're gonna shoot the HV or the GL. So you're definitely gonna want something like this that you can defend from. And like people on the roof, like I like to keep a ton of traps on my roof, and these ankle biters are like must have for me because when people are above you raiding down and you're like spawning in the core, and then you make your way up and you open the garage door and you gotta wait. Oh, there, I see him now. And then if you lose, he's down another level at the next garage door and you gotta do it again. And that's pretty awful. So I like to get people off the roof as fast as possible. So usually with this, you're fighting them down, and which is closer to core and TC, but it's not such a big deal because you have detachables, takeover TCs. So we'll show the storage. The reason why this is a solo duo base is pretty much because it doesn't have as much storage as you'd like for more people. So here's the TC, 6k metal frags, and with all of these armored doors, it's 60 high qual. If you just put garage doors, it'll change to frags. So 6k frags. If you have big furnaces outside, that's nothing. So this would be your starter here, with this garage door, because you're gonna have a hole in your roof to expand off of. So you'd cap it like that, and that would be your starter. And then there's 2 floors of like storage and rekit. So another loot room, bags and rekit, another loot room, bags and rekit, and then you go out to shooting floor. Actually, I put rekit here too. wherever there's a square foundation but it's not an airlock spot, I put rekit in here, because they're not going to blow through all of them. You're going to have a spot to spawn in and come back out here. Yeah, so I can talk about how to build it now. So you'll start in the with triangles all around, bing, 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 triangles all around you, and then you can wall yourself in and just leave one. It can be a single door or a double door, and just leave this one roof to your right open, and then of course you'll just remember that's where the furnaces are, so the TC is in the next one with the wall and the window. And then if you don't know how to build these shelves, you just put a half wall here, triangle, triangle, and then you can shoot the half wall out underneath, and these will stay up. And so I build 2 levels first, 2 levels of core first, and so this one's really easy. You just wall on your left, build the loot room, and then wall yourself all the way in, and you just leave a hole here. So you jump up on one, and the next one is going to be where the hole is. So I build all that first, and then I come out and I go. So you walk outside of your core door, and then you're on a square foundation, and then triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. So it's a square outside of your core, square, triangle. Okay, and then you'll want to build this, but you don't know like where do I put airlocks and where do I put walls. So you don't want an airlock that leads right to your core. You want them to have to guess a little bit and work for it and raid a little bit to your core. So outside the core, you're on a square foundation, wall, next square foundation, airlock, next square foundation, wall, next square foundation, airlock. And it's just a normal triangle airlock like this, that has your quick hatches. It's just 2 triangle ladder hatches, or 3 I guess, all the way up to roof. Okay, and then to build your peak downs, your inner peaks, you can build them right from here. You can reach up there to build. I don't know if you can reach up there to upgrade, but so again, outside of your core door, you'll do square, find the next square foundation, triangle, 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 and make sure it attaches on this side. Triangle, 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 square, triangle, 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 square, and triangle, triangle, triangle. Now, to not fall through these holes, you have to build these door frames or wall frames. So wall frame here and here, wall frame here and here. Without those, you can fall through those holes. With them, that's what makes it just small enough you can't fall through. So don't forget those. Those are on the square foundations wherever there's no airlock. Okay, so you've built up to your you've built your peak down floors. So yeah, you'd come up this way from your 2nd floor. Now we're on 3rd floor. You're sealing this off from below, so you can metal these up. And when you build your 3rd floor, just be careful you don't just loot room, wall, door, because these are a bit different and you're really going to want them. So if you forget, you might lose the chance, because you can't break them. So everywhere there's a square floor, it's half wall, window, half wall, half wall, half wall. And it's a bit higher to give you the room to stand here. So yeah, don't forget those everywhere that there is a square floor. And then the shooting floor, I just do the windows. You can climb up here if you want to crouch for the M2 recoil reduction, or if you want to peek down a bit further, you can get up on these. And then of course your roof has better peek down angles outside. Yeah, to build Uh, roof. Obviously just sealing everything in. And then I like to put shotgun traps here and turrets. Like I hate people on my roof. So you can just put roof things, but not the triangle, the normal ones. So these are going to be easy. You can stand on the hatch, place these ones easy. These two are going to be hard. You have to like come over here and like jump, click, and like hopefully it places. And you're going to have to try it a bunch of times, like jump, click, and then eventually you'll get it. Like it's pretty tricky to place those, but that's how I do it. These external detachable TCs. So the way these are from Dust's video on the Crux. So credit to him for these. Um, the base has 3 places where it's kind of just flat, and like flat center, flat center, flat center. So that's where you're gonna want to start building the externals from. So yeah, where it's flat center, you're gonna want to build a foundation square right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 square foundations, and then at the end of it you put a triangle, and then you go delete all your square foundations all the way back to base, and then from this triangle, this is in twig, you'll build back in triangles like this, and that's to get you to this point. And so once you get that there, it'll be like an inch away from your base like that. This one will be permanent, so you can make it into metal, and then it'll be 2 squares, square, and then you'll want your windows or your embrasures, so that'll be your gatehouse, and then it's square foundations again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and off of that you put a triangle with the TC, and then another triangle, and then you'll attach with these floor frames, 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these ways you're going to go 1, 2, and then 2 will break. It's like a stability thing. Just do it from the other side, 1, 2. It'll work. For whatever reason, it's not stable on one side. Just don't freak out if that happens. It'll work on the other side. So yeah, the gatehouse, you can put these turrets. Now these, if you put this first, it'll say you can't place this half wall because there's no room. So build this turret pod first, like triangle, half wall, triangle, then place this. And you can put the turret on just the triangle, but this won't place. This metal one, it won't place on just that triangle. It's too small. So you go like this and twig, place down the metal barricade, and then you delete or shoot out, and it won't fall through. So yeah, that's the small shooter. Oh, I better show you how to, if your TC gets raided, your main TC, build this in twig, build a roof like this in twig, and it's a stability trick where it'll break that. So now that this is not connected anymore, you will be able to place TC back that was raided out on you. And then once you have that down, you'll break your twig here, replace this, and you're like grief protected again. Yeah, so that's the small shooter. Really quick to build. You have that little starter unit anyways too, and as soon as you get this up and going, you can feel comfortable, like, okay, at least we can defend online, and have a fun online instead of just getting rolled. And it's really cheap for the solo duo. Hopefully you have good luck in it.